Positive Discipline, the classic guide to helping children develop self-discipline, responsibility, cooperation, and problem-solving skills by Jane Nelson ed. To truly understand the reasons behind a child's mistakes and to handle them with a kind yet firm attitude, parents can achieve effective discipline without punishment or indulgence. Every parent loves their child deeply, but love alone is not enough to raise them. Parents need to know how to love and parent effectively. An analogy can be drawn with a surgeon holding a surgical knife and sincerely telling the patient, "I am very willing to help you, even though my surgical skills are poor, but I have a lot of love. Please trust me." If you were the patient, you would undoubtedly be frightened and jump off the operating table. It illustrates the importance of the approach and method used in any action. For parents, it is essential to have an appropriate method of disciplining their children, which this book refers to as positive discipline. The core of positive discipline lies in two words: kind and firm. The author believes children can only develop self-discipline, responsibility, cooperation, and problem-solving skills within a kind and firm atmosphere. Through positive discipline, children can learn valuable social and life skills that will benefit them throughout their lives. Positive discipline is a compelling long-term educational method that nurtures children's good character and abilities. The author of this book, Jane Nelson, is an outstanding American psychologist and educator. Since its publication in 1981, Positive Discipline has become the golden textbook for child discipline in the United States. It has been translated into 16 languages and has sold over 4 million copies in the United States alone. From an overall perspective, the first half of the book mainly focuses on concepts and methods, while the second half is more practical, providing numerous specific examples of implementation. It is worth noting that in the conceptual part of the book, the author repeatedly mentions the theories and viewpoints of Alfred Adler and Rudolf Dreikurs, which reflects the significant influence these two psychological masters had on the concept of positive discipline and enhances the credibility of the theory. Now, let's focus on 4 key points to understand the content of the book. 1. Positive discipline is a method that is neither harsh nor permissive, founded on the principles of kindness and firmness. Correctly addressing a child's mistakes is crucial, as many parents tend to react with anger when they see their child misbehave. Therefore, parents must approach their child's mistakes correctly, emphasizing the importance of being kind and firm. 2. Children displaying undesirable behavior are not necessarily bad children. Parents should understand the underlying purpose of these behaviors to respond appropriately. Recognizing the nature of a child's wrong behavior is essential for finding practical solutions. 3. Parents should teach them problem-solving methods instead of merely telling children what not to do. By providing children with the tools to address challenges and conflicts, parents help develop their problem-solving skills and foster independence. 4. Encouragement plays a crucial role in correcting children's wrong behaviors. Often, children may misbehave because they lack a sense of belonging and value. Encouragement can help eliminate feelings of inadequacy in children, reducing the motivation for negative behaviors. Now, let's focus on the first key point of the book. Positive discipline is a method that is neither harsh nor permissive, founded on the principles of kindness and firmness. Understanding what positive discipline all is about is crucial before learning its methods. Many parents believe that punishment is an effective way to discipline children. While it may provide immediate compliance, in the long run, punishment can lead to 4 adverse reactions in children: resentment, retaliation, rebellion, or withdrawal. These reactions can harm a child's behavior and emotional well-being. The book challenges parents to reflect on why they resort to punishment to discipline their children. Punishment may not be the most effective approach to encourage positive behavior and character development in children. Instead, positive discipline aims to create an environment of kindness and firmness where children feel respected and valued, ultimately fostering better behavior and emotional growth. The traditional approach to discipline involves a constant oscillation between being too harsh and too permissive, leading to confusion and inconsistency in parenting. Positive discipline offers an alternative by promoting a balanced and effective method of raising well-adjusted children. Positive discipline is a method that is neither harsh nor permissive. Its most significant difference from other traditional disciplinary approaches is that it neither humiliates the child nor makes the parent feel embarrassed. Instead, it is based on mutual respect and cooperation, combining kindness and firmness as its foundation. It aims to cultivate various abilities in children, building upon their self-control. The cornerstone of positive discipline is being both kind and firm. Kindness expresses respect for the child, while firmness helps parents maintain their authority and demonstrate respect for facts. Harsh punishment methods often lack kindness, and permissive methods usually lack firmness. Therefore, being kind and firm sets positive discipline apart from other approaches. To make this concept less abstract, let me use an example to illustrate how positive discipline can handle a situation with kindness and firmness. Suppose a daughter returns home from school one day and complains to her mother that the teacher scolded her in front of the whole class. Now, the mother needs to respond in a way that fosters cooperation, using the 4 steps of winning cooperation. 1. Express understanding of the child's feelings. Instead of blaming the child, the mother can say in a friendly tone, "I can understand how you feel." Nobody likes being criticized by the teacher. 2. Express sympathy without forgiveness. The mother can continue, "I went through something similar in school too, and I know how it feels. So, I sympathize with you." 3. Let the child know her feelings. It's essential to make the child realize that her feelings are valid, but that doesn't mean her behavior is acceptable. This helps the child understand her mistake. 4. Find a solution. The mother can ask the child, "What do you think you can do differently next time?" The child may think of preparing extra pencils to avoid borrowing from others in class. Through these 4 steps, the child realizes her feelings are understood, and she is encouraged to find a solution to avoid similar mistakes. The positive discipline approach fosters cooperation and enables the child to think about her actions and take responsibility for finding solutions. Ultimately, it becomes a win-win situation. You see, this is the power of positive discipline. It helps parents build a respectful and cooperative relationship with their children, promoting their emotional and personal growth without resorting to harsh or permissive methods. To practice positive discipline effectively, parents first need to correct a common misconception they often have. This brings us to the second key point: having challenging behavior doesn't necessarily mean the child is a bad kid. Parents need to understand the reasons behind these behaviors to respond appropriately. Many parents and teachers are unaware that children's so-called challenging behaviors are often age-appropriate and not deliberate misbehavior. For example, a toddler learning to walk might misbehave out of curiosity and innocence when scolded by their mother. At this age, their brain hasn't fully developed to comprehend adult expectations, and their language and social skills aren't yet adequate to express their thoughts clearly. The same principle applies to slightly older children as well. Renowned American child psychologist Rudolf Dreikurs once said that a misbehaving child is a discouraged child. He found that when children lose confidence in themselves, their behaviors tend to fall into 4 mistaken goals: seeking undue attention, seeking power, seeking revenge, or displaying inadequacy. Children who seek undue attention and power fear losing a sense of belonging and significance. Those seeking revenge use destructive behaviors to compensate for their hurt feelings. If a child chooses to give up, it's often because they have lost confidence. Parents must pay close attention to their feelings when facing such situations to identify the purpose behind a child's misbehavior. Let's illustrate this with an example. Suppose 2 children refuse to do their homework. One child wants attention and may think, "Come on, look at me." When parents feel angry, anxious, or frustrated, this could be a clue that the child seeks undue attention. If another child avoids homework to gain power and feels like saying, "You can't force me," and parents think the child is threatened or challenged, then the child may be seeking power. If a child's misbehavior aims to get back at someone, and parents feel hurt and disappointed, it might be revenge-seeking behavior. For a child who shows signs of giving up, saying, "I can't do it," parents may feel helpless. In this case, the child might lack the skills and need guidance in a small, step-by-step manner. Once parents identify the purpose behind the child's misbehavior, they can choose the most appropriate way to respond and help the child. For children seeking undue attention, parents can provide meaningful activities to divert their focus, such as assigning significant chores. Parents must not engage in arguments for children seeking power or revenge, but instead find solutions together. For children displaying inadequacy, parents should take time to train them slowly, appreciating even the tiniest progress and focusing on their strengths. Ultimately, parents can spend dedicated time with their children, express their love, and provide a safe environment. In that case, they will have a powerful and universal tool to address most situations effectively. Positive discipline emphasizes understanding and cooperation, leading to improved behaviors and a stronger parent-child relationship. Understanding that children with challenging behavior are not necessarily bad kids and recognizing the reasons behind their actions is crucial for effective positive discipline. Let's move on to the third key point. Parents should not only tell children what not to do but also teach them problem-solving skills. Traditional disciplinary methods focus on telling children what not to do, while positive discipline emphasizes teaching them what to do. When children actively participate in solving problems and take responsibility for their actions, their motivation increases, and they become more mindful of their behaviors. To implement problem solving effectively, the author highlights 4 essential elements: relevance, respect, reasonableness, and helpfulness. 1. Relevance. The proposed solutions should be relevant to the situation. For example, if a child accidentally breaks a neighbor's window while playing football, the solution should address the specific incident, not unrelated consequences. 2. Respect. Solutions should respect both the child and the reality of the situation. Parents should avoid unnecessary punishments and understand the limitations of the circumstances. While not being overly punitive, they also must not disregard the consequences of the child's actions. 3. Reasonableness. Solutions should be reasonable and practical. They should align with what can be realistically accomplished. For instance, if a child broke a window, buying a book as a solution would not be reasonable. 4. Helpful. The solution should be helpful and allow the child to learn and grow. It should help the child develop problem-solving skills and provide a chance to learn from the experience. To illustrate this, consider the example of a child breaking a neighbor's window while playing football. Instead of scolding the child, a positive discipline approach involves discussing solutions together. The parent can suggest using the child's allowance to buy a new window pane and working together to help the neighbor repair the window. This solution meets the 4 elements of relevance related to the incident: respect, shows understanding without excessive punishment; reasonableness, practical and doable; and helpfulness, provides a learning experience. By avoiding blame and considering mistakes as learning opportunities, parents can help children develop problem-solving skills while maintaining a respectful and loving atmosphere. Encouraging children to find solutions and learn from their mistakes is crucial in positive discipline, complementing the nurturing aspect of a loving parent-child relationship. So, as we discussed, the third key point is teaching children problem-solving skills rather than just telling them what not to do. While it is essential to guide children in resolving issues, treating them gently as if they are still children is equally important. Encouragement is an integral part of positive discipline to support children's growth and development. Encouragement is indeed the best method to correct children's misbehavior. As discussed earlier, misbehavior in children often stems from losing confidence, seeking attention, or expressing a need for belonging and self-worth. American psychologist Dr. Dreikers emphasized the importance of encouragement, stating that children need it just like plants need water to survive. Encouragement is vital for nurturing children's sense of belonging and self-worth, and it plays a significant role in eliminating the motivation behind their misbehavior. However, encouraging a child who has made a mistake can be challenging for parents. When parents become angry upon witnessing their child's wrongdoing, the idea of encouragement might be overshadowed by the impulse to punish. It is because many parents hold the misconception that punishment improves children's behavior. Even if parents recognize the significance of encouragement, they might need help knowing how to offer it effectively. The author's personal experience indicates that sometimes, encouragement can start with a simple hug. For instance, when his 2-year-old son was constantly crying and making him feel frustrated, the author decided to test the theory of encouragement. He knelt down, hugged his son, and expressed his love for him. After a few moments of encouraging comfort, the son's crying stopped, and the author's irritability disappeared miraculously. Through this experience, the author consciously observed his son's behavior and discerned the hidden message behind the crying. He realized that his son needed attention and care. Consequently, he spent a few minutes engaging in an encouraging rather than punitive interaction. Of course, this scenario was simple, and practical encouragement requires considering various factors. For instance, timing is crucial. Encouragement is most effective after a cooling-off period following conflicts. During moments of conflict, primarily when the child seeks power or retaliation, the parent and the child may be too angry to give or accept encouragement. In such cases, a friendly timeout is often the most effective intervention. When both parties have calmed down, encouragement can be offered meaningfully. One of the reasons why encouragement is the best way to correct children's misbehavior is that it motivates children to repair their mistakes willingly. When children display irresponsible or disrespectful behavior, encouraging them to do something to make amends not only correct their misbehavior but also allow them to participate in problem solving. This nurtures their sense of responsibility and enhances their ability to handle future situations more effectively. In conclusion, the fourth key point emphasizes that encouragement is the most effective method for correcting children's misbehavior. It helps children feel valued, motivated, and responsible for their actions. By recognizing the importance of encouragement and employing it skillfully, parents can foster a positive and nurturing environment that allows their children to grow and learn from their experiences.